Further topology 1.13 theorem. The union of a collection of connected subspace of X that have a point in common is connected. We have already seen in the book, but let's see the proof very clearly. The union of a collection of connected subspace of X that have a point in common is connected. So point in common means if it is a point is X, so X belongs to A1, X belongs to A2 up to X belongs to A alpha. That means X belongs to intersection of A alpha. So this is what we have to prove. So let's see the proof. Let a collection of A alpha, that is A1, A2 up to A alpha, be a collection of connected subspace. So connected subspace, we need to check subspaces of a space X, and let P belongs to intersection of A alpha, that is a common point. We will prove, let's say this Y is equal to union of A alpha. We have to prove whether this Y is a connected one. So but we have the basic definitions coming from the disconnected and separations. So we go by the contradiction way and to find out whether it is correct. Let's see some notes. So we know the for the research results we have to use some propositions, that mean propositions or saying things. Proposition means something we introduce, and then we can use the lemma, then we can use some theorems. In the theorems, theorem is a stronger version than the lemma. Then we can from the theorem we can use some corollary as well. Corollary means direct results of the theorem. From the theorem we can go for the corollary directly. So from this, under some conditions of theorem, this corollary will comes. So theorems can be proved by lemmas. So it goes like that. We use the we get the research results. So we use the propositions, lemma, theorem, corollaries, and some definitions, ideas to prove the results. Just a note. So let's continue the proof. Now suppose that y we already took Y as a union of A alpha. No, we gonna take as Y as a disconnected one in the contrapositive way. So we are gonna see whether it is contradictory or not. Therefore we take two separated sets C and D. So Y is equal to C union D is a separation of Y. Now take the point P is one of the sets C or D. Why? Because that is one point. It has these are disjoint subsets. So if it is disjoint subset, the point should be there somewhere else. Now suppose that let's say P belongs to C. Then since A alpha is connected, it must lie entirely either C or D. That is the lemma we already seen. From the disconnected one, if you find a connected subspace, it should be in the either of any of the separated sets C or D. But it cannot lie in D. Why? Since it contains the point P of C. Already we took the assumption as P belongs to C. Therefore it doesn't lie in D. Therefore we can say this A alpha is subset of C for all alpha, and if it's so, then union of A alpha also subset of C. So it is, that means A alpha is connected of Y, A alpha is connected of Y, and but since P belongs to A alpha should be in C. So why it is coming as it is? Because of A alpha is connected of Y. So if you take P belongs to A alpha, it should be in the C. So from these we get union of A alpha means Y. Y is a subset of C. So from this what we concluded, D is empty. We are getting as D as empty. But actually this is a contradiction. Why? D is non-empty because C and D are separated set. Therefore she should be a non-empty one. But we are getting as D is an empty set. Therefore it is a contradiction. Therefore our assumption is wrong, as Y is a disconnected one. Therefore Y is connected one. So let's see another note in this. So see here, X is a disconnected one with the separation sets C and D. We have taken P in C. So if you want to put the A alpha, whether C or D, since of P belongs to intersection of A alpha, therefore P also belongs to A alpha for all alpha. Therefore P also belongs to union of A alpha, that means P belongs to Y. Since C intersection D is empty, they won't get a common point. So it should be therefore either of any subset C or D only have the P will. So that's all about the proof.